I have no idea where I am. Let's have a look. What do we got here? No non-member sign in after 10:30 PM. No takeaways after 10. She must have been a rough old place. Hope the camera does this one justice. Beautiful little spot. I came out here to film a waterfall originally that I thought most people hadn't seen. But of course, just before I could put a video up, YouTube showed me that somebody else had put the video up, and they said themselves they only did it because they saw a video on YouTube a week or two earlier, so there's no point me doing that one again. Gonna have a look at another one that I did promise you guys who follow my videos a little earlier that I'd go and have a look at. I'm hoping to get in there, although I'm thinking it may not work out the way I had planned either. It might be all closed off at the moment, but we'll go and have a look and see what we can find. Sorry if the footage is a bit grainy with water on the lens. We're supposed to be in a heat wave right now, so I packed a towel so that I could have a dip here, and tons of fresh cold water, thinking we're going to be up in the 30s today, and it's raining, so should have just bought a jumper. Anyhow, this place is just beautiful. Let's go and see if we can find this hydro sawmill at Timsvale, and if not, it'll be another failed video, a bit like my few attempts at Killer Cranky. That mountain did not want me on the top of it. Let's go. Looks like some kind of a winch. Maybe it pulled logs through the breakdown saw. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Made in England. I don't know what that is. I believe this was a steam mill, so this is maybe the boiler, or I don't know, the furnace. Yeah, down the bottom there, maybe it's the furnace. Massive wheel over there. We'll have a bit of a further look and see what we can see. This here's a photo of the mill of the year I was born. They burnt it down just as part of a movie that was made called The Winds of Jarrah, right around 40 years ago. It says there was a couple of mills here, all built in the same spot. This is a little map. It says, calls this a brushwood mill, then a case mill over the back. Usually that means bananas, but I think in this case it was cases for World War II ammunition boxes, and then there's a much larger mill over here, and this is the rail siding, so it looks like the mill was right on the road. I don't know how much of any of this will be left, but I'll go for a quick walk and see if I can show you anything of interest. So this is all that's left of the case mill. There's more stuff in there, but it's just so overgrown. nobody takes care of it, which is understandable, I guess. Looks like it is just a great big boiler there that runs that giant wheel, which probably just turns the saw or saws. I'm not sure how complicated the setup was. It was just a massive Canadian or what was going on in there. Actually, there's a sign here telling us all about it, so yeah, that's basically exactly what it is. Over here somewhere where you can't see anything is the actual saw bench, according to the sign. Righto, I've clambered through the blackberries and twisted metal and whatever else. There's not a lot here. A few kangaroos, smell of death. Ironically, there's a power line easement running over a steam mill, or the side of a steam mill. There's a sign down the back that does say that the case mill was specifically built in World War II just to build ammunition cases. So if we don't get to see this hydro mill, I'll sum it. Run into a bunch of boys. One of the boys on a 2-stroke. This is the only timber bridge I've come across all day. I think this is the Bobo River. Looking beautiful. Absolute heaven up here. And you can see up there, there's one of the abandoned rail bridges off the Glenray line. Quite obviously an old timber mill. I've actually been here before. I came out on a fence quote and they had the market garden going here, but you can see where that was probably a sawdust conveyor running out to the sawdust bin or whatever. Very cool. They don't want anybody in there, obviously. Hardwood and softwood, that's pretty unusual in this part of the world, I would have thought. Is that the remnants of a swing saw? Let's go and have a closer look. Hopefully they'll be alright with this. A beautiful little swing saw. Have a go at that. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Little dak motor there. Looks like all the stuff's still here. I can see the saw bench over there. Just beautiful. Well, I couldn't spy the mill. I found like a headstone. Didn't have a sign. What's that forest around? Found a sign commemorating the guy that made the hydro mill. The first hydro mill in Australia. And they had plans to turn it into a hydro power station as well, but floods and fire killed it in the end. It was operating as a museum apparently, but somebody bought it and just closed it all down, unfortunately. But we'll go for a bit further, look out here and see what we can find, eh? About the memorial tallowood tree. I'm going to have to give up on this memorial tallowood. The road's just not open. There's no sign to tell which one to go. If I had a silky or something we might get through, but we'll give up on that one. It's a beautiful little water hole. Should have just followed that for about 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, 5 seconds instead of that other crossing. Must be a little Dimboida. I'll go for a bit more of a sniff around here and see if there's anything better, and then we'll come back and see if I can get a closer look for you guys. bit of a look around. You can hear falls from here. That's a pretty massive swimming hole, or billabong, whatever the hell you call it. The only way to get to them would be swimming from what I can see. I'm not too sure, but it sounds like we're about 50 metres over in that direction. It's a lovely spot. Not quite crystal clear, kind of tannin stained waters. There's definitely a falls just there. How big it is, I have no idea. I can't see any tracks over there that might lead to it either. The only way to do it is to jump in and get wet. I did bring my towel and everything, but it's just not the right day for me to get in the water. I'm sorry. I'm already soaked through, but I'm not jumping into that. I'll have another little look on the way out, but we might just have to end it there. Call this one a fail, I guess, and we'll come back another day. No idea where I am. Thinking I might be on Camp Creek Road. Been going for about 20 minutes. It doesn't look like it's ever going to end. Maybe there's a river at the bottom of this or something. Steep little pond. Rollin, you might get an accident here. Ooh, there's a lot of water there. I might have to turn around and go back. No idea where I am. Campground by the look of it. We'll keep going. Pretty little spot. No idea where it is though. It's definitely not a crossing. A road to nowhere. Righto, definitely a dead end. I guess that means hill climb out. I'll leave the camera rolling. If there's an accident, it'll be even more entertaining, I guess. close to the top already. Next time. Oh, fourth time today. This is the gun I'm going to fall off on. Feels good to see it after spending an hour just riding around in circles. Deeper now. Right. I know the tank's big, but we're going to run out of petrol at some point, surely. Try and get home. Here at the old Yulong station or siding. There's not too much left of it. Old switching gear over there. It's just been drizzling all day. So I think I'm just going to pack it up and go home from here. I'll see you on the next one. Well, if you're a fan of the channel, you know I love a bit of urbex. This is the Dorrigo Bowling Club, or what's left of it. Green, I'd say it's a bit slow today. No non-member sign in after 10:30 PM, no takeaways after 10. She must have been a rough old place. Still got all that style. Look at that tiled floor. Or is it carpet? No, it's carpet that look like tile. Classy. Alright, let's get back to the adventure. Beautiful building. Beautiful spot right on the edge of town. Surrounded by parkland. Got a lovely old style about it. The greens, the barbecue area at the back. Such a shame.